So the difference between the trigger and the gun. We are the gun. And no matter what you look at as a opiate addicted person or alcohol addicted person or cocaine or a sex addict, no matter what it is, there's always a trigger. The trigger for that gun is what shoots us into a destination of dependency. And the problem is no matter how many programs you go to, no matter how many times you go to recovery, the problem is never going to be the gun, it's always going to be the trigger. Whether it's the stepmom, the stepdad, the girlfriend, the ex-girlfriend, the ex-boyfriend, whatever it is, it's always the trigger. So no matter how much help you get mentally, until you depend on yourself to understand how to deal with the trigger is always going to be there, the gun's always going to shoot. That's the...
And what is the answer to that?
I believe the answer to that is figuring out how to keep your finger off the trigger.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a knowing that the ex-girlfriend is the problem. You don't go around that ex-girlfriend because guess what? You know what's gonna happen as soon as you go around that ex-girlfriend. Figure out the trigger. You have a problem with your stepmom, you gotta figure that out. That's counseling. That's it. Doesn't none of these problems that we carry as human beings happen overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They tell you Rome wasn't built overnight. You know what I'm saying? So that you can understand that to break it down took years. You know what I'm saying? It's still the Colosseums are still there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Things take time. You know what I'm saying? So to think that your high, which is instant, is going to be your fix instant, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Took years to build that gun. Took years to get that trigger right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's without the trigger, there is no gun. Without the gun, there is no bullet. Without the bullet, there is no death.
So we're talking about complete healing
Yes,
and
ma'am.
restoration. So what would that look like for you?
I have healing in my family. I have generational curses that I'm breaking through right now.
Okay.
Which on a spiritual level, most people would take a second to break that down. You know, I had problems with my stepdad growing up. You know, finding out lies that I was told from a young age until I was into my teenage years that I was something and that was my trigger. And now I'm figuring out how to get the trigger off the gun.
Good answer. Well, thank you for breaking it down.
Yes, ma'am.
Because a lot of people don't really know the life of an addict. You know, what you guys face on a day-to-day basis. And a lot of drug use come from traumatic experiences between the ages of 5 and 15.
Yes, ma'am.
That's when most of it happened. Well,
I was 14.
There it is. So I thank you for sharing that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Glad you let me. Thank you.